everyone, and welcome to my live reaction and review for Shogeki no Soma, chapter 248, Feelings of a Mediocrity. Alright guys, so last week we pretty much wrapped up the match between Erina and Momo Senpai, with Erina defeating Momo 3 shit. So we've just shown that Erina, the former 10th seed, has just defeated the current 3rd seed. This is huge. This is massive. Absolutely fucking crazy, right? Then we got the confirmation of the remaining 2 matches. Ishiki versus Tsukasa. Rindo versus Takumi. And from what I'm looking at this first page, it looks like we're starting off with Ishiki versus Tsukasa. I'm super excited for this. We have no idea what the theme ingredient is, but I've got a feeling we're going to find out this week. Anyway, guys, without any further ado, let's get straight into this chapter. I'm excited. I know you guys are. Let's do this. Alright, so it looks like we're seemingly starting with a flashback with Kinokuni and Ishiki when they were younger. As we know, they lived together. So why? Why is that? Satoshi-kun is good at everything. So Ishiki has this annoying knack where he's just good at everything. Whatever it is, he masters it in no time. And why am I so mediocre? It's not fair. Satoshi-kun, not fair. So she's obviously, there's a bit of hatred there for him because he's just naturally that good. He just naturally does stuff and he learns it really quickly. That's what irritates a lot of people. Well, that's what irritates Nenekuni. Okay, so we're going back now into this, chapter 248, Feelings of Mediocrity. We've got Ishiki and Tsukasa standing behind him. Second card, Ishiki Senpai versus Tsukasa Aishi. Both appear to be making fair progress in their cooking. Huh? Tsukasa Aishi? Do you bash Ishiki Senpai? So we got everyone, we got Soma just standing there holding his teacup still. Not really caring because Soma's the one that's not competing at the moment. Okay. So we've got Nenekuni there. Tsukasa's opponent is Satoshi-san Buchi. Well, it's fairly safe to declare that this Tsukasa's victory. Okay. Fairly safe. Did you not lose to a dish that you declared was 95 points earlier? I got Saito going, come on. That's why I said fairly. Okay. Besides, the theme food is rabbit. Okay, rabbit. Rabbit, eh? My first time touching it was in a Totsuki class. So I've got someone here pouring some tea again. That was a French cuisine cooking practice, if I recall. Okay. Yes, rabbit is an extremely common ingredient in French, and its methods of preparation is systemized. No doubt Tsukasa Senpai has cooked it exhaustively, given that his specialty is French. You don't say. So I love it. It's like, what? Really? Somebody's a complete idiot. That's it. On the other hand, traditional Japanese cuisine doesn't have as many ways to cook meat, though some regions have a long history of hunting deer and boar, probably because it was avoided in our food culture until around the Meiji area. So we got Yuki there saying all this. What the hell was that? I'm just hearing shits outside. Damn, really? We're in trouble. Not that I care, but his teacup takes away the tension. I love it. I love it. He's like, damn, we're really in trouble here. He's there just drinking away. And I got Hanayama back there going, not that I care, but his teacup kind of takes away the tension. Now, as the master of Japanese cuisine, what will Ishiki Senpai make? Okay, that's the question we all ask. What is Ishiki making? This is turning out wonderful. So he's preparing the rabbit and vegetable. Isn't that Ichiban Daishi he's training. Man, he's up against the first seat elite, but still looks like he's having fun. Okay, so we got Ibusaki there, and one of those guys always gets it right. I never remember their names. You're right. It's no different from him cooking for everyone back at the dorm. Okay. Whoops. I better bring the tableware in advance. Excuse me for a minute, seniors. And he's like, he's doing the Saito and Momo. And he walks off. It looks like he's walking past Nenekun. How can you be all smiles while cooking like that? So Nenekuni, he's asking him that. Alright. There's no way you'll win. You know Shikata Senpai's skill. Really? You never know unless you try. Besides, a person who's totally absorbed and having fun is invincible. That's my life's motto. I love it. He's got this big goofy ass grin on his face. So we've got Nene Kuni kind of looking down. You must be nice to be a prodigy. They can't know how it feels to be average. So we've got Tsukasa kind of giving a bit of a death stare there. Wait, for this match, Ishiki Senpai might go with an original creation instead of Japanese cuisine. Hey, you're right. Senpai is a pro in every genre after all. I'm sure he can invent any number of dishes that use rabbit. Oh, he's back. What's the tableware he brought? And they're like, Wan, a wooden bowl made in Japan. Okay, so he's using a wooden bowl. Alright, different. I'm going with a Wan dish. A special Ishiki stew packed with the best of each ingredient. A Wan dish? Huh? I love something. He's like, huh? What's all the fuss? I'm like, really? Come on. Alright, so we got Nina Kuna. She's obviously in shock. Are you that excited to see the dishes she'll make? That's not it. And so he's like, yeah, I'm excited. And everyone's like, no. The theme food is rabbit. Wild game with a strong, distinctive smell. Yet he went out of his way to decide on a delicate, top-class Japanese cuisine dish. Okay. It's only natural for them to be shocked. A Wan dish involves filling the vessel with each ingredient's pure flavor. One cannot allow even a hint of muddiness. Okay? A flavor that is experienced as umami or body in other cuisines can all too easily become an unnecessary off-taste in a Wan dish. Using wild game with its assertive smell is unbelievably reckless. Alright? So he's going for something pretty fucking crazy. Okay? You handled bear meat yourself, remember? How hard it was to work with the game. Oh yeah. Now that was an ordeal. Gave me a lot of trouble. It's like, still not a care in the world. So that's referencing the match that he had with Hanayama before all the tests and everything. Because that's when Hanayama was the 7th seed. No, 8th seed. I think. It was like the 7th or 8th seed. No, he was the 7th seed. He was Ishiki seed. He was the 7th seed of Elite 10. Reconsider Ishiki Senpai. And don't say Ishiki stew. That sounds gross. But hey, this is Ishiki Senpai we're talking about. He'll definitely pull something off. So we've got Nene Kune going, Now, the real work begins. So heat the kombu broth prepared earlier. I'll add rabbit that was sauteed to remove its moisture and extract the game's umami components. Okay? In that delicate kombu broth, the game smell is going to kill the kombu's flavor. So everyone's kind of like, what the hell's going on? You guys need to remember, this is the former 7th seed. Don't take him so lightly. Heat it. Let's push this to the limit. Have the flavor in the rabbit slowly seep out while preventing unneeded bitterness or astringency. And wait for that moment when you can quietly draw out the umami. So everyone's like, Everyone's like, what's going on? Find it. There! Boom! He's like, so he's straining it. Fill with the main ingredient and garnish. Slowly pour the hot soup over. Alright? It's done. Now enjoy. So we've got Tsukasa like, Tsukasa. This is not like Tsukasa. Tsukasa is the type of guy, like even against Kuga, he didn't really look. He kind of only looked after they started reacting. Here, he's looking before they even touched it. A Wan's dish level of perfection can be determined the moment you remove the lid. As the aroma rises, it becomes a question of how much that first impression draws you in. Will a one with wild game possess that kind of energy? Right, so they're opening the dish up. Again, the waft of the smell and everything. It's Toasty Pyong. So she's dressed up in a bunny onesie, we've got a rabbit behind. It's authentic, an endlessly pure aroma. I feel comforted as if a muddly figure is holding me. So they're literally getting off just from the smell. This is crazy. Are you serious? Doesn't the rabbit broth get in the way? The kombu stalks, gentle mellow fragrance, coalesces with the rabbit's otherwise sharp smell, removing only the rough edge and achieving purity that can even be presented as a tea ceremony dish. Dude, so washoku equals Japanese cuisine, okay? Daishi stock, the ultimate profundity in washi oku. Okay, so that's saying Japanese cuisine. Are you telling me he grasped its very essence and successfully applied it to wild game of all things? That dish captivated the bookman by its aroma alone. Truly an ultra aggressive washoku. So this is the work of a prodigy. But that aside, he was born into the Ishiki family, a renowned family of washoku known for holding tradition in higher regard than anything else. So how can he produce such unconventional cooking? Come on, you don't have to glare at me like that. You really have it in for me, don't you? It's like, he's full on, he knows his Nenekuri. I'm not. Weren't you like that since we were little? You're always on the verge of tears whenever you couldn't do what I could. It's already time for dinner, Nene. Come join us. But I haven't managed it once yet. Satoshi-kun could do it. It's got a bit of a flashback. He's like, hee. He's just being a cunt about it. Oh, this takes me back. You had me join you for every little thing. It's already late. Let's go home. No, watch me until I'm able to write this, okay? That's completely irrelevant now. She's losing. I get it already, so stop it. Can you imagine for 1 minute what it's like to have the difference in talent rubbed in your face? You've looked down on me because I'm a slow learner and can only create dishes according to the textbook. You always have. So she's kind of pissed off at Ishiki and she's upset. And Ishiki's like looking at her like, what the fuck are you going on about? Now, it's finally time to judge the taste. We taste as much approach this carefully as well. The first mouthful. So they're going, this flavor is. Kinokuni, you should praise yourself more for the time you have spent. Because if it weren't for you, I don't think I could have continued cooking at all. Chapter end. Ooh, okay. I wonder what he means by that. This is actually getting really interesting. This is getting quite deep as well. Anyway, guys, I'm going to save that for the review. So let's get to the review. Alright, guys. So, this week, we basically start the match between Ishiki and Tsukasa. We find out the theme ingredient is rabbit. Alright, rabbit is the theme ingredient, which is a very staple ingredient in French cuisine, which Tsukasa specializes in. Tsukasa is specializing with French cuisine, and we got Ishiki, who is a Japanese cuisine specialist. So we don't know what Tsukasa is making yet. We find out what Ishiki is making, and he is making basically give me a quick second. Where is it? I'm just going to click. Where is it? He's making a wine dish. And a wine dish is a very delicate dish that basically everything needs to be literally on point. There cannot be any muddiness of flavors kind of mixing or intertwining, kind of messing it all up. It has to be perfect. And not only that, he's doing it with rabbit, something that's not really known within Japanese cuisine. We also get a few flashbacks. The chapter starts with a flashback of Ishiki playing one of those little guitar thingies, and then Akune kind of getting the shit at him because he has that annoying knack where he can literally learn anything and master it very, very quickly. And basically we get another flashback a little bit later in the chapter of them. I'm just going to jump back here. Basically her on a unicycle, and a little bit further back, her trying to use those little cup things where you have to get it on the ball. And he's like, but you know, you were always on the verge of tears whenever you couldn't do what I could. He's like, and he's giving examples. So he gave an example of that. And then he also gave the example of the unicycle. And like, that's completely irrelevant now. You know, Kiri's kind of losing it. She's like, I get it. Stop it already. Can you imagine what it's like to have that talent just rubbed in your face? And you've looked down on me. I'm a slow learner. You know, I can only cook according to the textbook. You've always looked down on me. And then as soon as she says that, Ishiki's just looking at her like, no, what the fuck are you saying? Then we go back to the judges and they're tasting it and they're like, this flavor is. They're like, but we don't actually find out. And this final page has kind of got me very interested because I'm really, really curious. He goes, I'm going to read this final page out for you guys again. He goes, Kinokuni, you should praise yourself more for the time you have spent. Because if it weren't for you, I don't think I could have continued cooking at all. So there is something there, and I got a feeling it's feelings. I think he has feelings for Kinokuni, and obviously she has feelings for him. That's already made quite relevant and quite obvious. It's bloody hot here today. So I think something happened because, as we know, when we found out about Kinokuni when she was taking on Soma, we got a bit of a flashback of how she knows Ishiki, and basically Ishiki got kicked out of the Ishiki family, and he got sent. Well, he got sent to Nene's house to learn how to cook and all that kind of jazz. And basically, he comes from a family of very stout tradition. You know, when they cook, like, or the dish he makes, the wine dish, it's very traditional. That's the type of family he's from. We're very well off, but very traditional family. And she's been trying to figure out why he can just be so unconventional and still make things work. But I reckon that next week we're going to find out. I think there is more going on than what we've actually seen. So we've only seen Ninokuni basically be, kind of jealous of Ishiki because he's so damn good at what he does. He's just brilliant. He can just constantly go boom, boom, boom. Master things very quickly. He learns things very, very quickly. But I think there's a lot to say when he says, I don't think I could have continued cooking at all if it wasn't for her. So the question is, why? Is he in love with her? What's going on? Is it, he's in love with her, or is it that she pushed him, that she challenged him? That's the real question. So I think next week we're going to find that out. Overall, guys, the art was solid. Solid art. Progression, we got a fair bit of progression. Ishiki has served this dish. It's our rabbit wine. The rabbit wine stew. The judges have tasted it. We don't know. They've already lost their mind just over the aroma of the dish, but they've only just tasted it, and we haven't seen what their reaction to that is just yet. We'll probably see that next week as well, and hopefully we'll get an answer as to what Ishiki's going on about here in this final page. So overall, guys, for this chapter, it was a good chapter. Not super hype, not crazy, But there's a bit of comedy in there. We've got Soma kind of still drinking his tea. He's like, oh shit, we could be in trouble. And they go, honey, I'm like, yeah, but if you drink tea, that really just gets rid of all the tension. So just little shit like that. A lot of little comedic moments. But I'm really curious about how this is going to play out. And I'm really curious what Ishiki's going on about here on this final page. That's the real question. So overall, guys, for this chapter, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. Great chapter. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And it's got me really thinking. I'm thinking kind of along the lines of he's fallen in love with Kinokuni and that he wants to make a special dish with all of his skills just for her. And this dish that he's created is kind of everything he's learned, and this is his way of saying, look, I could have only ever made this dish, not because I was the 7th seed, not because I'm from that family, it's because I met you and you gave me the reason to keep cooking. I think that's where it's going to be going. Anyway, guys, that is all from me. Let me know in that comment section below. What do you guys think? What do you think Ishiki's going on about? Do you think that maybe he's in love with Kinokuni? Do you think maybe she did something in their past that basically not really forced him, that made him grow to enjoy cooking? That's going to be the question. How do you think this is going to go down? Do you think Ishiki's going to win, lose? What do you think the score's going to be? All those kind of stuff. Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, guys, smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and of course, as always, hit that little notification bell. I'll let you know every time I upload. And as always, I'm Free01. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you guys with another live reaction and review. Peace. Run away!